Alright guys, welcome to SortaOkay Reviews, where every fan is welcome. I'm Nathan Bedard, and while this video has been one of the videos I've been wanting to do most, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at my collection room. Now, in no way, shape, or form is the collection room finally finished, but I'm at a point now where I definitely like it, and I'm ready to show it off to you guys. So without further ado, let's start off with, well, what you're going to see when you first enter. And well, that's the beautiful full-size Goku wall scroll that I got from the K-pop store in Orlando. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is one of my favorite all-time forms of Dragon Ball Z, and I just knew if I wanted one, it was going to be this. Primarily, my collection is Funko Pops and anime. So, and as you can see up here, I don't really have nothing right now, but I do have some stuff planned for like the tickets that you used to get at Regal, and I have something interesting I want to do with that. But without further ado, let's head on in and let's take a look. And as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff. But let's start off section by section, and let's start off with one of my favorite things of all time, and that is Pennywise. So what we got here is the Spirit of Halloween Pennywise. Now, I remember I saw this a little while back ago, around when the first movie came out, and unfortunately, he sold out super quick. Everyone's buying them outright, and they were selling them for like $500-600. And honestly, it's not really worth that much money. But if you can get him for retail, he's absolutely worth it. If you can't afford like a $2,000 lifelike statue, this is perfect for any Pennywise collector or any horror fan out there. And he is an animatronic, so you can plug him in, and he'll shoot up, and he'll make all kinds of cool sounds. And I think he has like 2 to 3 phrases. And then of course it comes with a balloon, and you can take that off and then set it aside, or just have one like that. And his arms are bendable, so you can put him in a different type of pose if you want. But I really like it. It's just something unique in my collection, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. But that's the Pennywise. Now I know you can see over here a big It Chapter 2 shelf. Now not just It Chapter 2, but It in general. So if you come over, so first thing you're going to see up here are pretty much the boxes to a lot of the figures and stuff, but I do have the movie moment in the Pop Town of the Pennywise. And then over here, I don't really collect fig pins, but I couldn't not get these. I got the regular Pennywise, and then I do got the New York Comic Con exclusive with the I Heart Dairy, the Fig Pen XL. And then right here is the Pennywise plus Georgie vinyl. And I don't get every single thing, but these were some of the things that I really liked. And like I said, these are some of the boxes behind it. And then if we lower it down, we got the NECA figures. So I pretty much got almost all of them. I think I'm missing one, and that's the black and white one. But you've got the, I think it's by NECA. It's just pretty much him in cloth material. And then I got the It Chapter 2 in the front. I got the one with the licking head sculpt and the funny face head sculpt. This one back in the back there is the one with the light up effect. He's the one with the dancing clown accessories. And then right here is the GameStop exclusive one with Georgie's arm, and he's all bloody. I really like this one. And if you're wondering how this blood effect is on this shelf, what I did was, when I was at Spirit of Halloween, they had blood splatter effects, and I just pretty much took those and put them on a white bookshelf. And I think, honestly, if you're doing a white bookshelf, it looks really, really cool. So if you guys come down here, this is just pretty much just a couple mini mysteries. I do want to get more, but for right now, this is all I got. And too, if you wait a while, you can get them relatively cheap. So I'm just letting time pass by. But I got some more blood splatter effects back there. But then if we come down, this is kind of more of my favorite section. So right here, you got the 1/4 scale Pennywise. This is really cool. I love this thing. Until the Hot Toys one comes out, of course. And then I got the MDS Mega talking figurine. He's pretty cool. And pretty much you just press the button in the back here. he just makes a couple sounds. And then right here, I got the Diamond Select Pennywise bust. This is really cool. I love the drain storm design on it. And he's actually limited to 1,000 pieces, and I got 420 out of 1,000. Kind of a funny number. And then two, I believe he is by Mega House. Not Mega House, sorry. By Mezco, and he's pretty cool. He comes with a regular head sculpt, but I thought that one looked way better. And then back there, as you can see, his balloon keeps falling down, but that is the Cos Baby Pennywise from Hot Toys. And then, if we come all the way to the bottom here, you pretty much have my my Funko Pop collection of Pennywise. I have almost all of them. There's like maybe one or two I'm missing, but these are the ones I really loved, and like I got as soon as they came out. And I got the 10-inch right there. And I don't have like all the human characters, but I did like the Beverly Marsh Chase and the Georgie Chase. And then the last piece of Pennywise merch I really have is the floor mat when you walk in. It's like the drain and he's looking at you. I think it looks really cool. And I got that in Spirit Halloween. But that is the Pennywise collection. Alright guys, so as you can see behind me, most of our videos are done behind this wall right here. This is my Funko Pop collection. Funko Pop is a majority part of my collection. I've loved collecting them. I've had a lot of stuff go in and out of the collection. I've had to cut down from a couple lines, but these are a majority of the lines that I love to collect. And as you can see right here too, I've got a poster from one of the first Comic-Cons that I've ever went, that I hunted from. They gave this away at Barnes & Noble. So I love that. But as you can see up here, we start off with Disney Pops. I don't have every single Disney Pop. I just have a majority of the ones that I like. And then pretty much, I've had to cut back on the Disney ones because there's a lot out there. But a lot of what you see here is some of my favorite movies. I love Toy Story, of course. I love Lilo and Stitch. But I would say if I had to pick a favorite from the Disney line, it was the Power line. I love the Goofy movie. So that Power line, I was so happy when they decided to do him. And then we got a couple of live actions in there. And then, of course, Incredibles, gotta have that. And then we end with Frozen, one of my favorites. And then we get into the sitcom area. So sitcom, pretty much, we all watch The Office probably most of our life. We probably waste most of our life watching it. And Friends, Parks and Rec, there's some of my all-time favorites. So I'm only missing a couple in the Office line, but the Friends line, I missed out on the originals, but I'm slowly starting to get them. And then, of course, I ended it with the Big Bang. And I got them pretty much in order. Dragon Ball, actually, of course. And then we kind of get in order, too. We get the sagas. So we got the Saiyan Saga. I'm only missing a couple. Just a couple of the stupid variants, but we get this Frieza Saga. Then my favorite saga, of course, the Cell Saga. These are some of my favorite pops right there. That Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This is an all-time favorite. This is probably one I'll never get rid of. Super Saiyan Gohan is my favorite. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is my favorite. But then we get into Dragon Ball, the Majin Buu Saga. There's actually a lot of unique pops here that I really like. I wish they would do more. We need more of the Boos. Then we get into Dragon Ball Super, pretty much. Just the kind of the arcs from there. Battle of Gods. Resurrection F, and then Future Trunks. Then we have a couple of the filler, the uniquer ones. I kind of like this baseball one. And then we get into the Tournament of Power. And pretty much that Goku, that was really hard to get. And then the Jiren, I think is pretty cool. I wish they would do more. Of course, more UI Goku. And then we get into one of the new big dogs around, My Hero. I've got a lot of the Dekus and All Might. A couple of the rare ones too, like that Ida. That Ida is pretty impossible to find. The SEC Bakugo, I can't believe I didn't get that when it came out, so I had to get him aftermarket. But I love that pop. And actually, this Ochaka right here is probably my most expensive pop in my collection. I don't know why, but she just skyrocketed in value. I think she's almost going for $300 now. But the My Hero line is one of my favorites. They're just so unique and different and vibrant. Anime does pops really well just because of how unique some of these designs are. And then we get into one of the all-time greats, Naruto. They're starting to show some love for this line. Mainly Naruto Shippuden. I hope they do original Naruto soon. The Kaguya, that was an interesting one. I really liked that. That was a unique one to do. This was my favorite out of the Naruto one, the Hokage, Naruto, and Kurama. And then we get into Boruto. See what you will about the series. The manga, I think, is pretty good. And then we get into One Piece. That's one of the main things we do on our channel is One Piece reviews. So I'm glad that they actually showed decent love for this series, and they have all the Straw Hats. And this book is actually pretty hard to come by now. And then so is the Law. But when we got a couple of the other characters, and then we get into one of the greater series, like Hunter x Hunter. I really like that series. And then we get into Bleach. Thank God that that show's coming back. I want more Bleach Pops. And then we get into Full Metal Alchemist. This is a really good line. I'm glad that they're doing a lot of unique characters with this one. And then we get into Cowboy Bebop, one of the greats. One of my newer ones that I'm into, Evangelion. Asuna is Best Girl. And then we got Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the newer ones. I'm recently getting into that. Soul Eater, a lot of people sleep on that series. One Punch Man, that one's hard to talk about because I lost the Genos and he's hard to get. And then we got Death Note, we got Sword Art Online, Tokyo Ghoul. Just got mainly Kaneki, and Toka, I forget her name, but just the kind of the main ones because after the first season I kind of fell off. And then we got Fairy Tail. I love this series. I just love watching them on their journey. But we got a lot of, because they have a lot of unique pops in this line. Probably one of my favorite is the END Natsu. Then we got one of the newer lines, Inuyasha. And we got one of the older lines, Attack on Titan. I really like this line. I wish they would do some new ones of Eren. And then we got Toonami. All my anime fans out there, we know what this is about. That's our childhood. Speaking of childhood, Avatar, probably the best cartoon that's closest to an anime. A lot of these pops are amazing. Same with Korra. This is pretty much the cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon area. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Digimon, and Voltron. Voltron's and Castlevania is actually some of the new dogs around. And they got the actual Sunday morning cartoons, like SpongeBob, Danny Phantom. That's one of my new favorites. I'm so excited what they do with that line. Simpsons, Space Jams. I wish they would do more characters in that line. And then we kind of get over to the movie section. You got Blunt Man and Chronic, La La Land, last purchase of Toys R Us I ever had, so it holds a little value to me. And we got some more Jay and Silent Bob, Kevin Smith. And then we get into one of my favorite all-time movies, Jurassic Park. Some cool, unique pops there. Happy Gilmore, kind of more 90s movies here. Wayne's World, love those guys. Men in Black, you got Back to the Future. I'm loving how that line's turning out. Then you got Mad Max, some Ghostbusters, then Greatest Showman. I love the music. And then this is like the horror section kind of. You got Halloween. Sam, if you're missing him and you don't want to pay their prices, Spirit of Halloween. Get him. I think he's still available. And this is a really cool pop. And then you got The Shining, one of the all-time greats. And then my new interest, Beetlejuice. Really love this movie. Definitely get these while you can, if you can. And then a big part of my childhood, Harry Potter. I don't got everyone, but I got a majority of the main ones, a lot of the exclusives, and I got them pretty much organized. Harry, Ron, Hermione. Students, Luna Lovegood, this is probably one of my favorites. She's very sought after in this line. And then we get kind of into the ghosts, the teachers. Then we get kind of more of the Slytherin, like, the evil guys. And then we get to the really evil. And then we get, Bellatrix, Voldemort. I got the 3-packs right there. Then a couple of Fantastic Beasts pops, just the ones I really liked. A couple of my favorite musicians. And then, of course, R.I.P. Toys R Us and Steve Irwin, 2 greats right there. And then my 2 only Freddy Funkos. And then we got some of the bigger pops I put all down here. You got the anime ones right there. A recent pickup, which is this 10-inch All Might. I really love that one. And you got the Egyptian Gods, which is really cool. Some of my Disney ones. I would say this is one of my favorite right here. I love, the ride. If that ever goes away, that's going to be a lot of value to me. Then we got some of the Harry Potter ones. My only Jaws one, which I love that one because it's such a cool moment. And then we got my biggest one, which is right here, which is the Weasley house I recently got. Really cool pop, I think. It's kind of steep, but it's a really cool pop. So all right, guys. So that was mainly the Funko Pop collection. We'll show some shots of them if you want to take a closer look at some of the pops. But let's continue with the video. Let's go on to my... Most of it's going to be anime. That's mainly what I collect. But let's start off with the SH Figure Arts. Let's head over to it.
Oh yes, that sounds like a fabulously fun idea.
Alright guys, so we're over here at the SH Figure Arts section. Pretty much this is the one thing that I was holding out on doing the collection room tour, because I really wanted to display my figure arts in a really cool way, but also limit the dusting. Dusting is something I'm trying to like really lower down, because dusting the pops takes a lot of time, and I wanted something also really cool to display these guys. And I found these cabinets at IKEA. Sadly, IKEA's stock has been really wishy-washy lately, but they finally had them in stock. And guys, this is probably one of my favorite parts of my collection. Let's get over to the Dragon Ball Z figures. Alright, so we got, of course, right here, we got the Dragon Ball Saga. And actually, real quick, if you see, one thing about these cabinets I like, you could put the lights built in. So, but you got the Dragon Ball Saga, really actually turning out really well. And then we come down, we got the Saiyan Saga shelf. That Grade A Vegeta is one of the newest ones. He's really, really cool. Then we got Nappa. We come down to, well, the Frieza Saga shelf, shown so much love, but it has a lot of stuff coming. And then we get down to the Cell Saga shelf, which is one of my favorite arcs. And I really love how that's turning out. I think there's still a couple more things it's missing, like the other cells, but it's coming along really nicely.
And this, what he's doing, is to go even further beyond!
Alright, and over here on the other side, because pretty much I like to have each arc in their own shelf, but to continue with it, I have over here the Buu shelf. We'll start off on the top. You got the Majin Buu shelf. Again, not too many characters yet, but a lot of potential. And of course, Super Saiyan 3, which is one of my favorites. And then we come down. I condensed both of these into one because there's just not a lot. But you got pretty much Battle of Gods, and then, of course, Future Trunks, which Vegito and Zamasu should be coming soon. And then we come down. We've got the Tournament of Power, which this shelf could be one of my favorites if they release a lot of the characters. You got the con exclusive Omen Goku, which I really like in that pose. And then this is one of my newest pickups right here, Full Power Jiren. But this is really cool. And then we ended off pretty much with Dragon Ball Broly. That later on might become like GT or something. I'll probably need another shelf soon, but right now that's going to be its own shelf. But yeah, so like I said, with the dusting, you can easily close these. Now they're not dust proof, but they really make it a lot easier. And as you can see, like if these doors just slam shut like that, they're not going to knock over easy. They're really well built, and easy with putting in the lights. They were just really perfect. So now I'm going to come over. Alright guys, so kind of in the back over here is my anime statues. Nothing too high end. Just that's going to be coming pretty soon though. But up here pretty much we got some of my random animes, like not that I have a lot for. So we have the Code Geass Zero statue, then we have the Timer Reincarnated Slime, and then One Punch Man. If you're a Code Geass fan, that's the best statue to get. Then we come down to the bookshelves. My hero. These are the Ichiban mixed with the little Grandista from Banpresto. I really like these. I need to get Kirishima. Then we come down. We've got the Ichiban, like the smaller ones, but they're more detailed. I really like how these turned out. I hope they do more. And then we come down. These are like just the regular Banprestos. Every time I look at this shelf, I hear the theme song. I really like this shelf. I do want to replace that All Might though. And then down here, we pretty much got the overhaul arc. This will probably change, but right now I really like how this is turning out. And then down here, we've got a couple of the villains. This guy's actually kind of going pretty high now, especially after last chapter. But this is the villain shelf. I hope they do more with this. All right, and then as we come along, this is my One Piece stuff. So pretty much you got the Mega House Whitebeard. This thing is so awesome. I love this statue. And then this is actually just a Banpresto, but I love it because it's just Luffy with his flag. And I think it's just so unique and cool. Then we got Zoro right here. I really like that one. I really like to just do the Mega House ones just because they look so detailed and they're so cool and they're reasonably priced. Probably one of my favorite statues right here is the Snake Man. And then, Gear 4 Luffy. And then we got the Snake Man over here, which is also really cool. This is kind of like the fight between him and Katakuri. And then down here, we just actually recent pickups. We got the Grandista Nero Naruto, Sasuke, and then the regular Sakura. I think these look cool together. I hope they do a different Naruto though. I'd love like a Sage Mode one in that size, or like when he's in the war. And then down here we got the small, like the regular Banpresto ones, the Vibration Stars. I think they're. I hope they do more characters in this line. I love the scaling of them, and like I love the way this Naruto and Sasuke looks. But hopefully they do more soon, because right now we don't got much for them. And then pretty much the last stuff, we got Dragon Ball Z. So one of my recent pickups right here was the Goku and Gohan. You combine them together, he has his hand over his head. I really like that. And then we got my Gohan shelf, just a bunch of my Gohans. I really like this one. Doing the Kamehameha. And then down here we've got kind of like the fusion shelf. We've got Gotenks, Gogeta. Probably one of my favorite shelves, secretly. And then we've got the Trunks shelf. Trunks is probably my second favorite character in Dragon Ball. This is the newest pickup right here, the Legends collab Trunks. I really like that one. Then we get down to this one's probably my favorite just the way it looks, but the Dragon Ball Broly movie shelf. This shelf is getting really full, but it has some of my favorite stuff, my favorite statues in this collection. I really like that Gogeta. I really love the Goku and Vegeta together. I think that's so unique. But yeah, this is one of my favorite shelves. And then, as we come up here, I actually just had like a regular Goku shelf, as you can see here, but I decided to put the bigger ones right here, which that Super Saiyan Goku is probably my favorite. But up here, I decided to do like a little like GT, like you got the Super Saiyan 3, then when he goes the big Great Ape, and then Super Saiyan 4. One of my favorites. And then down here, you got another Goku shelf. I have a lot of Gokus. But for right now, I decided to do them two shelves. Like I said, this is going to be changing pretty soon. And then pretty much next shelf is Vegeta. Sadly, I don't have a lot of Vegetas, but that's because they don't really have like a lot of good ones. So the ones I've picked up, I've really liked. And then down there is kind of like the Vegito / Future Trunks arc. I really love that big Vegeta. Like that's the number one Vegeta. If you want to get for a decent price, I would definitely get him. But yeah, so that's it, guys. This is pretty much the collection room. This is not all of my collectibles. Now, I do have Hot Toys, which that's going to be a separate video, and there's actually some stuff in the living room that is pretty cool. But I'm going to save that for another video. And two, we'll do updates to the collection room as stuff comes out. But let me know, what do you guys collect? What is your collection looking like right now? Something I'm looking forward to is anime resin statues. But yeah, down in the comments, let me know what you guys have been collecting. What are your recent pickups? And how you like to display your collection. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, always have fun collecting, and have a great day. Bye.